students, welcome to 𝗳𝗧 classes. Welcome to the series on TSPSC Group 1 mains. As part of the TSPSC Group 1 main series, we have started the governance and public policy chapter. As part of governance and public policy, we have completed few topics. Today, let us continue this particular chapter and see few more questions related to mains. If you look at the syllabus, of the governance, so this is the syllabus of the governance. Today our focus will be on the constitutional rights to vulnerable sections. Let us focus on the constitutional rights to the vulnerable sections and also see other governance aspect the topics. So let us see the first question now. Yes, first question. If you look at the first question, the question says discuss the constitutional provisions for 𝗧𝗎s and 𝗧𝗎s in India. So the question is very simple. The question says that what are the constitutionally recognized articles which provide certain safeguards, to 𝗧𝗎s and 𝗧𝗎s in India. So there are two types of safeguards with respect to 𝗧𝗎s and 𝗧𝗎s. One is the common safeguards, common or similar safeguards, and the second one is specific safeguards. So now let us see both. Firstly, let us see the common safeguards to both 𝗧𝗎s and 𝗧𝗎s, common safeguards. Then we will see the specific ones, right. So what are the similar safeguards for 𝗧𝗎s and 𝗧𝗎s? The first safeguard we have to start with in the constitution is preamble. So if you look into the preamble provides a justice of three types. There are three types of justice. Provided to all the people, including your 𝗧𝗎s and 𝗧𝗎s. They are social, economic and political. So preamble is one constitutional provision which actually provides certain constitutional rights to the 𝗧𝗎s and 𝗧𝗎s in India. The second common feature is your article 14. Article 14 which talks about equality before law and equal protection of laws. See, equal protection of laws is nothing but your reservations, the concept of positive discrimination. So this is also the second article which provides constitutional provisions, rights to 𝗧𝗎s as well as 𝗧𝗎s. The next common one is, the third one is your article 15 of the constitution. Now very important. As part of the article 15, there are three sub clauses which provides rights to 𝗧𝗎s and 𝗧𝗎s. So what are these? Article 15 clause 1, article 15 clause 2 and article 15 clause 4. So what is this article 15 clause 1? What is article 15 clause 1? It says that the state shall not discriminate any citizen, right, on the basis of religion, race, caste. The word caste is very important for our discussion. It says that the state shall not discriminate any citizen only on the basis of caste. So there is no discrimination on the basis of the caste. SCs, STs, BCs, no discrimination as such. The second article, which is your article 15 clause 2. Now what is article 15 clause 2? It says that a citizen shall not discriminate other citizen only on the basis of religion, race, caste, sex and place of birth. Caste is very important for us. If you look at the 15 clause 1 and 15 clause 2, 15 clause 1 talks in terms of the state. The state shall not discriminate. 15 clause 2 talks in terms of the citizen. A citizen shall not discriminate. Both state shall not discriminate as well as your citizen shall not discriminate any other person on this basis. The next important article with respect to article 15 is 15 clause 4. Now 15 clause 4 is not part of the original constitution. 15 clause 4 is added by the first Constitutional Amendment Act of 1951. 15 clause 4 is added by first Constitutional Amendment Act of 1951. Now what is this 15 clause 4? It says that nothing in this article shall prevent the state in making special provisions to SCs and STs. Meaning article 15 clause 4 deals with the concept of reservations. Nothing in this article shall prevent the state in providing special provisions to SCs and STs. So article 15 deals with 3 subclauses which are very important. The next important one is article 16. Article 16. Now as part of article 16 there are 2 articles which we need to remember, article 16 clause 2 and article 16 clause 4. Now what is article 16 clause 2? Article 16 clause 2 says, article 16 clause 2 says, the state shall not discriminate any citizen. The state shall not discriminate any citizen only on the basis of religion, race, caste, sex, place of birth and descent. But the caste word is very important here. Where, sir? In providing public employment in public appointments. In terms of the public employment and public appointments, the state shall not discriminate any citizens on the basis of the caste, is what our article 16 clause 2 says. The next important article we have is 16 clause 4. Now what is this 16 clause 4? 16 clause 4 says that it talks about reservations. Reservations to people on the basis of socially and educationally backward classes, which includes your SCs, STs, BCs, etc., who are not adequately represented. Not adequately represented, were not adequately represented, right? It says that their reservation shall be provided who are not adequately represented. One very important point, let me tell you here. Recently in Uttarakhand judgment, Supreme Court said that reservations is not a fundamental right. Then what is reservations? Reservations with respect to the constitution, reservations which are inserted in the fundamental rights part 3 are only enabling clause, are only enabling clause. It is not a fundamental right but just an enabling clause, remember this for the exam, right? So as Supreme Court mentioned, this is just an enabling clause, this is not a fundamental right. The next one we have is article 17. Article 17 talks about abolition of untouchability, right? Abolition of untouchability, right? Untouchability is prevalent in SCs and STs. So this article is also important for this purpose. The next article we have is article 19, which is for everyone, so including your SCs and STs. Freedoms, certain freedoms guaranteed to all the citizens, including your SCs and STs. Certain freedoms guaranteed to all the citizens, including SCs and STs. The next one we have is article 21. Article 21, right to life and liberty. Even right to life and liberty is also for everyone. Now comes the very important one, article 23. Article 23. Article 23. Article 23 can be taken as a specific right for SCs and STs. Why? Because Article 23 talks about abolition of bonded labor, abolition of bonded labor, abolition of vetti, abolition of forced labor, abolition of prostitution. All these are abolished as per Article 23 of the Indian Constitution. Article 23 says the state shall take steps in abolition of bonded labor. Generally, if you look at the villages, SCs and STs were taken as a bonded labor or forced labor. So this article can be specific to this SCs and STs. So this is your Article 23. The next article we have is Article 24. Now even your Article 24 is important. Why? Article 24 talks about abolition of child labor, right? Abolition of child labor. Abolition of child labor. So child labor is also more prevalent in your SCs and STs. So this article can be also taken as a specific article to SCs and STs. So Article 24. So this is the provisions of the Indian Constitution with respect to fundamental rights to SCs and STs. Now let us see if there is any provision related to them in DPSP. The first provision we can take is Article 46. It says that the state should take steps in protection of education and employment or economic opportunities for SCs and STs. So this is also one specific article for them. 46. 46 can be taken as a specific article. So these are the general articles we have. Now let us go to some specific articles, very important for the exam. Try to concentrate here, right? The first article, let me talk about SCs. First let me discuss about SCs. Right. The first article is Article 366 clause 24. Now Article 366 clause 24 deals with the definition of SCs. Now what is a definition of the SCs as per Article 366 clause 24, which is well connected to another article called 341. It is linked to Article 341. Now what is Article 341? Article 341 says President of India has the authority to notify a union SC list and state SC list. It is the President of India who has the authority to notify a union SC list and a state SC list. When the President of India notifies an SC list and an ST list, those sections of the people, those caste which are mentioned in that list are SCs, is what our Article 366 clause 24 says. Very important for the exam. Let us also see the same thing for STs. For STs, you need to look at Article 366 clause 25, which provides definition of STs in India. Now what is this definition of STs in India? We need to link this article to Article 342. Article 342. According to Article 342, President of India has the authority to notify a union ST list and a separate state ST list. So let me repeat this concept, very important for you. Article 366 clause 24 defines SC. Similarly, Article 366 clause 25 defines ST. What is the definition, sir? The definition is very simple. Those caste or those sections which are notified by the President of India as per article 341 and 342 respectively is called the definition of 𝗓𝒄 and definition of 𝗓𝒕. It is a President of India who has the authority to notify Union 𝗓𝒄 list and a state 𝗓𝒄 list. Similarly, Union 𝗓𝒄 list and the state 𝗓𝒄 list. Now, let me tell you one point here, please remember this for the exam. It is the President of India who has the authority to notify the Union list and also the state list, 𝗓𝒄 and 𝗓𝒕. I mean to say, whenever a new state is there, whenever there is a new state, then it is the President of India who has the authority to notify the state 𝗓𝒄 and state 𝗓𝒄 list. One point I wanted to tell all the people is, Andhra Pradesh Reorganization Act of 2014 provides that section 28 and section 29 provides that it is the President of India to notify Telangana 𝗓𝒄 list and Telangana 𝗓𝒕 list respectively. President of India shall notify a new list for Telangana state as per section 28 and section 29 linked to schedule 5 and schedule 6 of AP Reorganization Act. So, AP Reorganization Act schedule 5 is linked to section 28. AP Reorganization Act of schedule 6 is linked to section 29. It talks about 𝗓𝒄s and 𝗓𝒕s. As we have a new state called Telangana, so the Telangana should have the list of 𝗓𝒄s, the Telangana should have the list of 𝗓𝒕s. So, it is a duty of the President of India to notify the Union 𝗓𝒄 list and Union 𝗓𝒕 list. For that purpose, 𝗓𝒄 order 1950, 𝗓𝒕 order 1950 shall be modified. That is called 𝗓𝒕 order 1950. This is the first point I wanted to tell you. The second important point, very important for your exam. Concentrate. Whenever the President of India notifies a list, it may be the Union list or state list, it may be 𝗓𝒄 list or 𝗓𝒕 list. President do not have the authority to modify. If you want to remove some list, remove some caste, add some caste, President do not have the authority to modify. Then who has the authority? It is the Parliament. Parliament has the authority to modify the 𝗓𝒄 list and 𝗓𝒕 list, add and delete some caste within the list. Very important for your exam. So, try to understand this. It is the Parliament which has the right to modify the Union and state 𝗓𝒄 list and Union and state 𝗓𝒕 list. So, these are the provisions, article 366 clause 24, 341, 366 clause 25 and 342. These are the provisions linked to 𝗓𝒄s and 𝗓𝒕s. Let us see what are the other provisions linked to 𝗓𝒄s and 𝗓𝒕s. You have something called article 338 and article 338A. So, article 338 and 338A, this both were separated by 89th Constitutional Amendment Act. 89th Constitutional Amendment Act has initiated National Commission for 𝗓𝒄s and we have National Commission for 𝗓𝒕s. So, we have both. We have National Commission for 𝗓𝒄s and National Commission for 𝗓𝒕s. So, article 338 talks about NCSC, this is also called NCSC and this is also called NCST. So, what is this NCSC? What is this NCST? And NCSC and NCST, right, NCSC and NCST deals with to protect the interest of the 𝗓𝒄s and 𝗓𝒕s in India, to protect the interest of 𝗓𝒄s and 𝗓𝒕s in India. Remember this for your exam. Okay. The next constitutional provisions linked to 𝗓𝒄s and 𝗓𝒕s are article 330, we have something called article 332, then we have article 334. Now, what is article 330? Article 330 says there should be reservations of seats for both SC and ST in Lok Sabha. In Lok Sabha, there should be reservation of seats. There should be reservation of seats in both SCs and STs in Lok Sabha on the basis of their population. On the basis of their population. So, reservation of seats shall be there on the basis of their population. Similarly, according to Article 332, there shall be reservation of seats for SC and ST in State Legislative Assembly on the basis of population. On the basis of population. For example, Telangana Lok Sabha seats, we have 3 and 2, 3 seats reserved to SCs and 2 seats reserved for STs. Similarly, we have this assembly, Telangana State Legislative Assembly, SC and ST seats were reserved, 19 for SCs, 12 for STs. Out of 119 seats, 19 seats are given to SCs and 12 seats are given to STs in Telangana. So, this is Article 330 and this is Article 332. Reservation of seats in SCs and STs for Lok Sabha and reservation of seats for SCs and STs in Assembly on the basis of their population. Sir, till when we have to continue these reservations of seats? Till when we should continue is a question mark. Till when we need to continue, that is discussed in Article 334. Article 334 has been recently amended by 104th Constitutional Amendment Act 2020. Now, according to 104th Constitutional Amendment Act of 2020, it says that the reservation of seats for SCs and STs in Lok Sabha and Assembly shall be continued for 80 years from Constitution came into force. So, which year Constitution came into force? 1950. From 1950 onwards till 80 years, that means till 2030. Till 2030, the reservation of the seats shall be continued. The reservation of the seats shall be continued till 2030. So, this is Article 330, Article 332 and Article 334. Let us go to the next article specific to SCs and STs. We have something called, just a minute, we have Article 335. Now, what is this Article 335? Article 335 talks about the claims of SCs and STs, the claims of SCs and STs without compromising on skills and efficiencies. Without compromising on skills and efficiencies. So, Article 335 says SC/ST claims in public employments and public appointments shall be met, but should not compromise the skills and efficiencies. Let me pen down all the articles for you for your understanding. Let me pen down. What are the articles which are important? What are the articles which we have exactly for? So, what are the articles we have? Preamble, Article 14, Article 15 clause 1, Article 15 clause 2, Article 15 clause 4, Article 16 clause 2, Article 16 clause 4, right, and we have Article 17, Article 19. See, let me also tell you one more point here, so that you will be having more clarity. This is specially for ST, sir. We have something called 19 clause 5. So, in 19 clause 5, it says that you can move, you have all the rights to move anywhere in the country, you have all the rights to reside anywhere in the country, but your movement and your resident should not disturb tribal people. So, this is specifically for STs, remember this. Then we have Article 21, then we have Article 23, we have Article 24, right, and we have Article 46, right. Then we have a specific articles, right, 338, 338A, 335, right, you remember, and we have article 366 clause 24 linked to article 341, article 366 clause 25 linked to article 342. So these are the constitutional provisions. These are the constitutional provisions which are linked to the constitutional provisions which are linked to the development of the empowerment of SCs and STs in India. Very, very important for the exam, for the SCs and STs in India, right. To start with the preamble, we have article 14, 15 clause 1, 15 clause 2. So if there is any question related to the constitutional safeguards for SCs and STs in India, please ensure that you write all these articles, especially these articles. These articles are very, very, very important. Whenever you have a chance to write these articles, even this article is also important, you need to mention these articles, which give you extra leverage. You will get one mark extra than over some other students. So this is your constitutional safeguards to SCs and STs in India, and this is for today. I will see you guys again with the next class. Till then, happy learning. Thank you very much. Jai Hind.